Hi and welcome to Fretwork Central, the place to learn guitar and bass. In this video, we're going to talk about the lead guitar technique, fretboard tapping. So let's get into it. Fretboard tapping is a technique where you use fingers on your picking hand to actually fret notes on the fretboard of the guitar. This isn't normally how it's done. We use a pick and we play the notes with the fretting hand, usually the left hand if you're a right-handed player. But this is a technique that was spearheaded by Eddie Van Halen in the 80s and a host of other flashy rock players, although it's been said that this technique has its origins hundreds of years before that. Either way, it's still in use today, and a lot of today's great players like Guthrie Govan and Andy James, Matteo Mancuso, all these guys are taking it to new heights. So there's still something to be done with it. So let's see what we can do. When you tap, you can use different fingers on your right hand. Some people use their index finger. Eddie Van Halen used to hold the pick between his thumb and his middle finger and tap with the index finger. Other people just hold the pick and tap and then reorient the pick. But I don't like to do that. I want to hang on to it and keep the pick in the position that I usually use it and tap with the middle finger. That always seemed to make more sense to me. So we're going to hang on to the pick there and tap at the 12th fret of the second string while holding down the 5th fret. And what you're going to do is just take that finger and hammer it down. And make sure you hammer it hard enough that you're going to be able to hear it. And having a certain amount of gain and a little bit of volume doesn't hurt. And then we're going to kind of flick that string a little bit when we come off so that we can hear that note at the 5th fret. Now, right away, we want to talk for a minute about muting. You have to mute the strings, particularly 4, 5, and 6 up here with the side of your hand or the palm of your hand or something. You have to lay that down. Now, a lot of times when I mute, I use the side of the thumb, but I can't do that with this technique. So I just kind of lay the hand across there. Whatever you do, you have to do that because if you don't, it's going to get real noisy. So once you tap, you just pull off to that lower note. And you could just do it constantly. You just want to get used to actually tapping on that string. And you will need to develop calluses on the tips of your fingers on your right hand as well, because after you do this for a little bit, they're going to get a little sore. All right, the next example, figure 2, we're going to hammer that and hammer from 5 to 8. Now, of course, you wouldn't want the rhythm to sound like that. You want to do it over and over, but nice and slow. One thing you want to notice here is when you tap, that's when you lift that pinky up. Don't lift it up until you tap, or else you're going to hear that. So you're going to tap, pull off, hammer, tap, and move that finger. Then pull off, hammer, tap, move your finger, hammer, and you just keep doing that. And over time, you speed that up a little bit. Now, you could certainly get a metronome going to click with every one of those notes. Trust the process and do it slowly and accurately and naturally build up speed as you get better. Don't try to force it and get sloppy because it's just going to sound like crap. All right, figure number 3 is the opposite. We're going to tap, pull off to the pinky at 8 and then pull off. Just like that. Tap, pull off, pull off. Now when you tap, you got to get that pinky down before you pull off again. But you don't want to put it down before you tap. So you have to go. Now, I am exaggerating there, but that's exactly what you have to do. Okay, figure number 4 is a combination of the first and the second ones that we did. You're just going to hammer and then you're going to pull off with the left hand. All right, so that's it for this lesson on fretboard tapping. I'm glad you're here. We are really looking forward to hearing from you about any ideas that you have of things that you'd like to see us talk about here. If there's songs you'd like to see us tackle, any techniques or particular subjects that you'd like us to talk about, we have tons of videos coming up on all kinds of things. Very exciting. So we're looking forward to that, and hopefully we will see you again. Take care, and as always, keep making great music.